airdrops channel on Telegram. Feel free to join the free airdrop channel on Telegram. And we are right now like 14 members. And for every person that you invite, I'll put in another airdrop. So just keep on inviting people into um, just keep on inviting people into the the group, and the more and you invite, the more airdrops will come. And so I'm super looking forward to that. And excellent. So the idea is to have a channel dedicated only for airdrops, and we'll see what happens. Very, very exciting stuff. Just keep on dropping in and adding your friends, and that's all you got to do. And until we have thousands of members in there from all over the world hunting for airdrops. That's basically the idea, the basic idea. And so my plan is to make this group really big, really, really big. And we'll see what happens, if it works out or not. Um, Good morning, Drea. Make sure you drop into the freaking airdrop telegram, unless you don't need it. Because it's just going to be 10-cent airdrops. It's going to be a lot of 10-cent airdrops, but it's just going to be a 10-cent airdrop. The idea is not to, to, mm, to, most people that have iPhone are probably rich. So there's no point in doing that too much. But as soon as Android comes out, it makes, of course, a lot of sense, because you're gonna have people from all over the world. Well, just 20, 30 cents is a lot, so that's kind of the idea. People with Max, iPhone Max or something, that's not really the idea to give them airdrops. But I don't know, like, I wanted to check Code Wallet on App Store. If I go right now on App Store, waiting for Android to forget code. Yes, I think it's not going to be that long. By the way, you can still get, a lot of people don't know this, you can get the APK of the old Android, is the 245 or 254 version. And sometimes it lets you in. So if you have the old APK, you can actually get in. You don't get the micropayments and you don't get the ability to send cash links, but you can receive cash links. So you can scan codes and so forth. So it does work, the old APK, because I run the old APK on my Android, and at the same time I have it on my iPad. Which is also a cool thing, that you can have, 5 devices with the same wallet. Basically, this is very cool. So if I go to, it requires iOS 15 or later, and then I'm gonna ask if it requires Mac, Apple Vision. Okay, it works also now. Requires iOS 15 or later. If I go then into Gemini, and I put in, let's just see. Uh, my internet is very, very slow today. Will there be a referral code? From what I understand, there is going to be, again, that if you invite someone and you send them a little bit of kin, like let's say 20 cents of kin, you're gonna get a kin, you're gonna get like $5 back. Ted's hinted to the idea that that could come again, but I think it's gonna run out very quickly. Imagine if they give out $5 and they say, they're gonna do it 100,000 times. It's just 20,000 people. After 20,000 people, the money is already like spent. And I think $5 is too much anyway. Which reminds me, I should actually tell Ted and Tanner. Again, at some point, Ted and yeah, so I just suggested to Ted and Tana to reduce it from $5 to maybe just like 50 cent, because in some countries $5 is way too much, and it was taken advantage of anyway, from what I understand. Some spammers drained it the last time. Um, I was going to ask right now, which is the cheapest iPhone that supports iOS 15. Let's see if Gemini is smart enough. GPT is a little bit smarter than Gemini in some things. The cheapest iPhone that can still run iOS 15 is the iPhone 6s, which can be found for around $90. So yeah, so you can even run older iPhones. Hey, what's up, Mac? Yeah, for me, 2017. So I get you. I've been there also. I went through all of the shit. Finally, we are saved. That was a horrible time. Horrible time. Very horrible time. I need to drink more. I didn't drink it today enough. But now it's behind us, and Brandon is doing massive work uh, on the Android, um, and so we will see, Android going live in March. I think 100% in March. Ideally, it will be already in 2 weeks, because then we're literally launching into the bull market with the ETF support and all of this stuff. Surprisingly, Solana is not high performing right now, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because kin and code will completely decouple from the overall crypto market. I think it's almost a given. It will be supported by the crypto market as well, in terms of like price increase, but I think it will decouple eventually. And I do believe that what um, having seen how many people um, are doing the code drops, like airdrops and stuff, I believe that it will. Um, wait, I actually very nice, very nice. I will help wherever I can. Smiles. Okay. I think, well, come into the freaking airdrops and sometimes post an airdrop like 10 cent or something. Like once every few days. I think that will be also very great. I'm gonna try to push the freaking airdrops group right now a lot. I think the circle jerk posting it in the kin groups is kind of stupid. I mean, it's not totally irrelevant, but it's kind of like, sending in one from one iPhone to the next, and everybody already has kin. It's kind of bullshit. But I want to create a group right now where a lot of new people come in that are not connected to the group, so I couldn't to code yet. And I made some changes, so hopefully, um, in uh, in in like a few days, we'll see like more and more members coming in, and we'll see what happens. No, 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 no. So yeah, so one other dude just posted a a code drop into the group, and I mean, nobody who has a lot of kin will stay in the group. That's obvious. It will be mostly just people, um who for whom the 10 cents is, good money. Imagine you do it like 10 times a day, you probably earn, in some countries in the world, earn more than if you went to a job sometimes, you know, and it's much more comfortable. this way. I wish I could drop this Telegram group into some. Do people shy away because of tokenomics? Is their burn mechanism? No, I think people are not shying away. It's people don't even understand yet the connection to Code Wallet. Nobody knows it. Like literally, no one knows this. This is a few people, maybe max 100 people, 200 people in total. The other people don't even know it. Look at the download statistics on Cold Wallet on iOS. Super low. Like even the reviews, it's super low. So it's not like we're talking about everybody knowing and avoiding it for some other reason. They just don't know. You see, when you come from market cap, which most people do, the first thing that they're interested in something, they go from coin market cap, and they see these broken links. They're not interested anymore. So I think it's a marketing problem, 100%. But it's very clear to me that Ted and Tanner are not interested in marketing. I asked them, why don't you push, when they pushed that video out, or when Tanner said he's testing a new feature. I don't understand why they can't make like a very short video. It takes 10 seconds. It boosts the Twitter account by another 10 to 1 to 2,000 followers. They explicitly said they don't want to do this. It's so limited right now without an Android wallet. They should have released Android first before Apple. That's one thing I had completely agree, but their hardcore dev is an iPhone person and the iOS person, and the person they had on as a half-time developer for Android, he sucked, from what I understand. So, or at least he didn't finish the product. And I think it's a huge mistake. If they come out in March, everybody will calm down. But if they will take longer, I believe they should release Android already without the on ramp. But I mean, Brand is just killing it, so he might, have it done in a couple weeks. I think they are way too almost European in their launch. They're taking way too much time, almost like over engineering. I think they should just launch it. Just launch with, whatever you have, then get feedback and then reiterate. I'm not a fan of reiterating in a closed, setting, and then trying to push it and hope people like it. Um, so that's my personal opinion, because I think that the use cases that are already possible with micropayments and just the cash links, there's so many use cases for it, and you're actually limiting the you know, imagine I had two wallets here. One for one for women and one for men, okay? And I would say, "Hey, I give you this wallet. It has these cash links and all of this stuff, but this one I'm going to hold back so you can't transact in the meantime because I want it to have the cash links. So you cannot transact." I think that's stupid. I think they should just, release whatever they have at that moment on Android. My personal opinion. Because you already can ramp up, get, thousands of people, feedback, um, maybe even use cases which you didn't expect where people use P2P payment. I mean, it's maybe not completely realistic, and maybe they understand the market better than I do. But I think they're a little bit over engineering, in my opinion. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, I mean, if everything comes out really smooth in March, then of course everything is fine. Kind of like Cardano, just get it out there, release the ounce, and spark the interest. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I'm using the old Android APK version that on my Android. It doesn't have the cash links, it doesn't have micropayments, and I still use it with everyone. I use it with my ex-girlfriend, I use it with my friends. I gave it to people that I met, on camping sites and all of that stuff. And you're literally not allowing that to happen for a lot of people right now. And I actually downloaded a Code Wallet app and it runs on Android, but it won't let me sign up. Says I have to be invited. I remember I gave my ex girlfriend. I gave the APK. the APK version from APK Pure, and she had the same thing that she couldn't get in immediately because she needed to be invited. And then she tried like 2, 3 weeks later, and it worked for some reason. Yeah, it was version. I could tell you exactly which version it is right now. APK Pure, APK Pure, Cold Wallet. Let's see. Let's see if it's still there. Cold Wallet. Yeah, it's here. It's version. It's July 2nd, 2023. It's 1.1254. That's the one I'm running on my phone, and it works perfectly. So 1.4. Okay, see if it's 1.1254. 1.1254. If you go into the app on about, and then retry it. APK Pure. But if you're patient, just wait out the month. And by the way, Telegram announced that they're gonna have shared revenues now in the Telegram groups, and I believe they're gonna start opening up the ad system to everyone. And if we can advertise on Telegram, I mean, it's going to be hard. They're probably not going to open up to her because right now you need a minimum of $2 million to start advertising on Telegram. But should they open it up like TikTok and Google AdWords and all this stuff, then advertising on Telegram would be absolutely amazing. If that really happens that you can advertise on Telegram, then we can make Kin really really big. For sure, for sure, for sure. Uh, so what's my plan? I have a feeling right now that seeing the way the Telegram groups, the main group is running with the almost 800 820 members or something. I hate that group. I just left that group again. So many toxic people in there. Anyway, so that's why I decided to make a kin airdrop only group because no discussions. I don't care if anybody's toxic in there. It's just gonna be the only links allowed are getcode.com links. Um, and we'll have lots of airdrops there. That's the plan, and no talking. That makes it also easier when people internationally join the group because if it's just airdrops, who cares? And so that's going to be exciting. And unfortunately, to be quite honest, I would have launched ads on Google, the 2 cent per click kind of ads. I would have launched them, in Philippines and Nigeria. But since like a year or two, Google wants full identification and documents for running AdWords. And so I said, fuck it. I'm not giving Google more information than they already have about me. And I hate Google. I mean, Google has become such a disaster company, to be honest. It's good that we have AI because that, there will be lots of competition and against Google. And I think Elon Musk, in the end, from all the competitors, I believe Elon Musk will win because his brain is just somewhere else. Um, X was a really bad rename of the company. They should have left it with Twitter when called it and something else, but not X. X is horrible, but it's not going to change the fact that he's probably going to build a really really solid app. And plus, just the fact he's going to put a massive massive how do you say pressure onto the other social media sites and video sites, and so that's excellent. That's just the pressure alone can change a lot of stuff. um so I think it's good that the price of kin has is holding up. That's very cool. It means basically most sellers are gone, and we just have to wait for Android now. It's the simplest solution. The horrible thing about cache links is they literally look like spam for everyone. So you can't post it in other Telegram groups, you can't post in Reddit group. It literally looks like spam for everyone. I'm going to try to launch. I actually wanted to do this today, but I won't be able to do it time-wise. But I'll launch something called which is called KinGift, kingift.org, and it will allow you to create a send me kin button in like under a minute. And the idea is to have influencers and other kinds of people be able to have a hosted site with code buttons for them, eventually even like a digital lockbox where you can, unlock something, but just very plain vanilla unlock your um allow for send someone kin. So you put in basically you put in your address. Well, I'm gonna maybe wait for the Android release with the login, because then you just log in with the code wallet into KinGift. It immediately extracts your address and pops and the button pops up with your username. So you'll have like kingift.org slash I don't know someone, and someone can click on that, and then you see the button there, and people can just a little bit like buy me coffee, same thing, and but only that super plain vanilla for influencers, maybe with a comment section, maybe, and then just launch that. Yeah, for my own use, and anybody can then use it as well. And then KinGift also in the way I was talking to Ted about this, but they don't have the technical ability right now. Is giving someone kin, so in like a gift. So you have like a paper and there's a code on it. You give the paper to someone, they scan it, and they get. But that's not possible because there's a time limit on the code. And I was thinking, what if you actually can print it through KinGift on your own, like on a printer or something, with a regular QR code or something similar, or just the address. They then come back to KinGift, and you get notified that you're supposed to dispatch the cache link. So that would be like it's a very unusual workaround, but it would be one way to have giving out like gift cards. That way you could give out that way you could give out gift cards um without needing the actual code to be endless. And Ted had the idea that there could be like a 30-day timeout on the codes. Um, I think, I think we need to figure something out, and I have some ideas, which could be also cryptographic. I have some cryptographic ideas where you basically print codes where then you go to the website and unlock the code. Thank you. Yes, please subscribe. So, if for example you have a code like you have like kin.org, kingift.org slash and then some strange numbers, those could be like code, and when you go there you unlock basically the gift card. uh that would be one option as well. I think the from what I understand, the SDK, I don't know if the SDK, I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be programmed. The SDK could be the kin code payments SDK could be programmed in a way that it creates the code outside of the app. Of course, it does work in a way. So basically, the idea is that you have a server where you can unlock these codes, um, and then you can just print them en masse. So you have like hundreds of gift cards. You give them out. People come to the site, put in the code. The server unlocks, creates a code. You scan it off, and you're on your way. Um, I think that could work. I'm gonna ask if oh, we have a lot of new people that joined in right now to that's great. Let me let me ask that in the I always forget his name. Jeff Edco. That's his name there. Give me a second. Where were you streaming from? It looks cold. Actually, it's kind of warm. Actually, it's getting hot. It's in Valencia, Spain. How about adding another platform like JoyStream? You mean like for streaming, video streaming with Code Wallet? The thing is, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. The ideas that I have that can be done with code, that's just endless. I have so many crazy ideas. But quite honestly, because we've been waiting so fucking long. I talked to a friend of mine, Mike. I talked to him last year in July about code, and he started, getting interested in kin and buying some. And now we have March already. So I'm like, that's 8 months. We are literally waiting 8 months for this launch. So I'm like, I'm stopping developing. I'm not developing anything anymore until we really launch, until this shit is really in the hands of people and we literally can go. Because it's really annoying to develop, and you're postponing the launch, and you never know whether you really go live. So yeah, makes no sense. So I'll wait until everything is live, and then I'll start programming a lot of ideas. Because there's like an unlimited. You can basically disrupt a lot of industries. Let me see. Oh, we are already 19 people in the group. So let me post another. I'm just gonna do that right now. Let me post into the group. I'm gonna post a cache link. I always have to pull up my my iPad for that. There is a bug that when your iPad goes into sleep mode, you have to close the app again to be able to send. I told this to Ted just now. I hope they're gonna fix it. They're super slow in fixing bugs as well. They should like roll it out within 2 days. Um, I think they need something. They need a larger team. I don't know thing, but yeah. If okay, let's post it. Bam, goes very fast. I think Telegram. I think Telegram groups, Telegram channels, in combination with Code Wallet, is probably going to be the hottest thing in this and next year. The combination is just killer. It's literally killer. We'll probably see like millions and millions and millions of users. Pretty sure. So we have 19 members. I think if if it works out, um, we should have 10 to 20 more members per day in there. Um, the interesting thing is, although we're advancing in the internet, it seems it gets harder and harder and harder to advertise. It's like you're being literally controlled by the new regulations of these politicians, and you're not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that. And that's why Cold Wallet is special also because it's literally going into the idea of decentralization, privacy, permissionless, and all of this stuff. It's actually exactly the opposite of where we're going. But, you know, who knows what's going to happen? Um, who knows what's going to happen? Interesting thing is that anytime there's a sell right now on Kin, a lot of times somebody else comes in and picks it up. So I think people are literally FOMOing because I don't think there's um, too many new subscribers. It doesn't seem like this to me. Um, and this time I got completely banned from the group, but I deserve it. But there's the I got completely banned from the kin group. But not only I do deserve it, but they're complete fucking assholes in there, so I don't give a fuck. And lots of toxic people in there. And it's been like that since the very beginning in the community. It's a lot of these older people that have been there OGs, they're very toxic. You should run this through kinships before you post. Fuck you. Any idea if they will try get ISO 222 and is that not necessary? Well, ISO compliance, I think that's more like for financial institutions that, want to integrate into an existing financial system. So if ISO you would do if say you want to work integrate with Siemens or you want to make sure that your stakeholders think you are safe or whatever. I don't think it's at all I don't think it's at all necessary with Cold Wallet. Plus, it's not really Canadian American. This ISO thing, it's more like a huge corporations thing, like Siemens or BMW or things like that. Those are more for integration partners that want to make sure that hey, we only work with partners that are that have some kind of ISO certification of that stuff. It doesn't make sense for a small startup like uh and plus the Web3 community couldn't care less about these things. Look at all the DeFi hacks and all of that stuff. So uh I don't think we'll see that. I think there might be an auditing of code, which they I think already partially had or something. So yeah, everybody's gonna hate me now for saying fuck you and all of this stuff. But I truly fear that some of these people are toxic and they actually don't deserve like nice responses from me. So it's permissionless. I don't care. I don't need to be in that group. I don't even need to have the approval of anyone. And that's the thing about Cold Wallet. I don't need the approval to take money as a payment form, which is permissionless. You don't need their approval, and that's how it should be. That's literally how it should be. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And it's literally not my goal. I'm not in this to be uh liked by an OG community. I'm definitely not in this. I'm here for to change the world and make sure that everybody gets their hands on cold wallets and benefits, from kin and all this stuff. That's my idealism. I don't care about this community at all. Couldn't care less. I do care about, what Code is doing, what Brandon is doing, and but whether they're circle jerking on the price, come on. I wanted to post something very cool. What was this? Here. So yeah, I'll come live again maybe tomorrow because I'm meeting someone this afternoon, and I wish you a super nice day, and we'll rock this. And I'll make sure that Brandon gets his donations, and and he's psyched, he's motivated, I'm motivated, excited. But I think one last thing. I believe there's one tiny mistake in all of this. It's like you have a certain excitement point, and I think that excitement point is like a rubber band. The rubber band is already too far. It's almost already snapped. And I think that that makes it you're kind of like building excitement and then you're waiting too long. And I think that it should be more aligned, like you guys are saying with Android should have been already at the same time, all of these things. So maybe they didn't have the resources, who knows. So have a great day, and we'll see each other soonish.